Hello, this is Commander T5 bringing you yet another episode of the Political Machine 2012. And this week we will be choosing our running mates. I'm doing the Abraham Lincoln campaign and I'm going to choose my running mate this week. So here we are. Who should I choose? In the game, running mates raise regional awareness, so I'm going to do something that would raise awareness. I am going to choose someone with a high minority appeal. So far that is no one really so far. I guess Herman Cain. None of these stats really affect anything, I don't think, but he's 6, Marco Rubio. Herman Cain is also 6. Actually, Marco Rubio is 7, so far it's going to be him. Yikes. The army does not appear to minorities well. Lincoln Rush has a lot of stamina, but I'm surprised I don't have his charisma at 10. He was really charismatic. Ooh, look at his minority appeal. That's terrible. Paul Ryan? No. Richard Nixon. No. Oh, Ole. Where's his minority appeal? Is his minority appeal a 0? Oh my. Rick Perry? Appeal of 3. Rick Santorum. Appeal 3. Rob Portman. Minority appeal of 7. Ron Paul. Minority appeal only 1. Ronald Reagan. Minority appeal only 4. Sarah Palin? 3, but charisma rightfully so at 9. I think she should be a 10. And Teddy Roosevelt? No one in the Republican Party has much minority appeal, so I guess I'm going to go with Marco Rubio. So yeah, Rubio, his home state is Florida, and so he appears there. I'm going to have him go to I'm in California. Where should I send him? To Illinois, because I can't leave my home state of Illinois. Can I? Thomas Jefferson's running mate is Nancy Pelosi, who is from California. So I'm going to hit California. I wish you could send in this fixer to fix Vice President. That would actually be somewhat fun. I'm going to do a fundraiser here, my third. $465,000. That's pretty good. What other big states am I losing that I should go campaign in? I will campaign in Texas, because I'm apparently losing Texas. More Democrats in Texas than I thought. So I'm going to say I favor reducing unemployment. That did some good. I'm now in a big lead in Texas. And that's where I'm going to end this turn. So Thomas Jefferson did a failed campaign, and we have an election update. Lincoln maintains a steady second place showing halfway through the campaign. Continuing the showing of mediocrity in the second half of the election period, polls, and that's the last endorsement. Thomas Jefferson wins the endorsement of the National Gun Owners Association, which is dedicated to protect the Second Amendment to the United States. Anyway, continuing his showing of mediocrity in the second half of the election period, polls still show Abraham Lincoln as trailing behind frontrunner Thomas Jefferson. We're going to break out of this rut, one of Lincoln's staff members insisted. We've spent the first half of the race establishing ourselves. Now it's our time to shine. Things are just revving up for Abraham. You just wait and see. As workers on Lincoln's team teeter on the verge of irrelevancy, volunteers working for Jefferson's election campaign expressed an upbeat optimism for their candidate. Do we really have to wait another 20 weeks to win? One staff member asked. I mean, it must be getting embarrassing for Abraham's campaign. We should really consider throwing in the towel. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen at all. We are winning some big states. I'm gonna head to Illinois here, and then I'm gonna head to New York, because that's worth 29 electoral college votes. I'm going to talk about how I support Israel, and that does not do anything. We create a TV ad showing how I favor reducing unemployment. And then the turn. And Texas is the only state right now completely red. I'm going to head up here. And a rich donor has donated $1 million to my campaign, hoping to make this land of opportunity a better place. An anonymous rich donor has donated some fat loot to Abraham Lincoln's campaign. So, leading in Texas, tied in Florida, so I'm going to head down there. And good. Now I'm going to head back up to New York. I'm going to talk about how I oppose the bank bailouts. That does not do anything at all. So, where else is a state? I'm going to head to Illinois. And then that turn. Doing a lot of stuff in California is Thomas Jefferson. A lot of ads. I get there and make another ad of my own, telling people how I support deficit reduction. Now where am I going to head? Can I turn Georgia around? Is there any chance of that happening? Georgia would be a pretty good pickup. I favor reducing unemployment. Plus 4%, so on my way. It also gives a slight national bonus. I'm going to head to New York now. And the turn there is I'm really losing this campaign. So, what can I do? So I oppose the bank bailouts. New York is lost. No chance of getting New York. I head to Illinois now. Give a speech about how I favor reducing unemployment. Helps a little. We now have an interview in Minnesota. Going to head to California and give a speech about how I'm going to build an HQ, upgrade my campaign headquarters, and I'm going to give a speech about how I oppose the bank bailouts. So I can't do anything anyway, so I'm gonna head to Minnesota. I can appear on Barry King Live. This is a softer show where the questions will be more about character issues. Barry King Live is generally a show you'll want to be on. You'll be able to get your message out to the people while avoiding answering questions that may alienate voters. Its popularity will ensure you reach a wide audience, which is good. Here we go. Now, tonight on Barry King Live, we celebrate our 1 millionth episode on the air. Funny, feels just like the millennia that we started. A soldier writes in from Afghanistan. Help! How do you respond to a powerful statement like that? time for the people of Afghanistan to take over responsibility for their own security. I would order them to withdraw. We're there until the job is done in week 1. There's no cutting and running. Vote for me, please. I feel that soldiers' pain. I'll get them out of there as soon as possible. He has to vote for me. I'm going to say, we want me to go job. It's going to choice. When most people in this fine country think of Iran, the first thing that pops into their heads is a flock of seagulls song. I love that band. In fact, I had my hairstyle like lead singers back in '82. Anyway, why should we be worried about whether or not they have nuclear weapons? The country, not the band. And if the country gains nuclear capability, will you order an invasion? We need to pull this tooth before it becomes infected. If Iran obtains nuclear capabilities, I'll order precision strike at their nuclear production facilities before mounting a full-scale invasion. Be a one-sided quick-to-finish campaign. Well, we should be concerned about a nuclear Iran and what it would do with its arsenal, and any subsequent military action would have serious repercussions. It would be another hit on our worldwide reputation, and would further destabilize the region. It would put Israel at greater risk for no sympathetic to Iran. Iran is so far away, and it takes all night to get invaded to get there. I couldn't get away. I'm gonna say we should be concerned but shouldn't attack. That's not too good. That about wraps it up for us tonight. Many thanks to the candidate for taking the time to come on the show. I'm Barry King, and the doctors agree I'm clinically dead. Lincoln makes case to voters. Brave answers on Barry King live impressions. Well, so I did well. So I'm gonna end the turn let's see what they said about my interview. Aspiring President Abraham Lincoln was interviewed on King this week, giving the candidate a chance to nationally express his opinion on various issues. Luckily, Lincoln showed no fear as questions were fired off. "We're all very proud," one of Lincoln's PR consultants said. Abraham was able to answer all questions with speed, grace, and intelligence. He was able to get our message out to the nation, and I can only hope any future interviews will go that way. Lincoln loses. I lost my spear merchant in New York. The polls, they have me only getting 44 votes. This is not good. I need to head to California and build my HQ. So I'm going to give a speech about how I favor reducing unemployment. It doesn't do anything. And I fly to Georgia and do nothing else. And that turn there, they head to Florida and give a speech about how I favor supporting Israel. 4% and is now winning the state. New York, I hope not all is lost. Give a TV ad about how I supporting Israel. That ad, and in the turn I'm gonna hire an operative. Going to hire an operative, a fashion consultant. Every day a candidate has the opportunity to spread the political joy across the nation, but the fashion consultant focuses on what's important. The fact that every day is a chance for Abraham Lincoln to wear something stunning to woo over the shallow voter demographic with stylish threads. That's about all I can do this turn. I'm going to end that turn. Need to start winning. Need to start looking at other states. I haven't started campaigning, and I have to win California if I'm going to have any chance at this campaign. Give a speech on how my opponent favors video game violence. Didn't do anything. I'm going to hire another spin doctor for this stage. Now I'm going to head. Where should I head? I'm going to head to Pennsylvania and create a TV ad about how I favor reducing unemployment. Ooh, now I can have 2 more interviews. So I'm going to build campaign headquarters, give a speech about how I favor reducing unemployment. And first I'm going to head to Iowa for this interview on the Cold Cut Repertoire. This show is a satire of other news programs, particularly the O'Malley Scenario. It focuses on extremely popular satire news show The Daily News with host Stuart Johnson. Don't let the comedy fool you. The host, Cold Cut, knows his stuff. Tonight on the Cold Cut Repertoire, after only 4 years of campaigning, tonight's guest wants to be president. Ha! I could do 4 years standing on my head. Where's my Oval Office? I don't know about you, but the ever-rising gas prices are starting to get on my nerves. My Hummer only gets 8 miles to the gallon, and I'm starting to worry that once I have the solid gold engine installed, it will get even worse. As president, do you think you can do anything about it? My driver fills my limo with gas. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. My driver fills my limo with gas. I'm not sure who pays for it, but I think he does. I think people who can afford to get gas need to start taking the bus or train. Can't afford to get gas. In the long run, this could be good for the environment. After all, oil is going to run out one of these days, so we might as well get used to it. Gas prices in America have stayed so low in comparison to inflation. I am not surprised that the prices have finally adjusted. I think that the market will adjust eventually. In the meantime, some people just have to drive less. As president, I would spearhead a push for alternative energies, with incentives for electric vehicles and hybrids. My goal is to get America out of the grip of greedy oil companies once in a while. Even if the price of gas is ridiculous, I would start by suspending the special taxes that are in place, and I would consider releasing national energy. I'm going to push for an alternative. That's not too bad. I can't help but notice that everyone seems to be calling for more jobs, yet I keep losing interns every time I ask when to clean my dressing. Is there really a job crisis in America, or are people just too lazy to do the dirty jobs that need doing? If American workers were not so greedy, corporations would be able to keep their jobs at home. But there comes a point when you just can't afford to pay the wages required in America and still make a profit. Well, having seen your dressing room, I have to say I understand why they did not come back. We need to stop outsourcing existing jobs and stop the greedy corporations from devaluating the American worker. Everyone would like to see more jobs. I believe that the fastest way to create more jobs is to let entrepreneurs do what they do best. Let them create the jobs of the future, and then in the long run, the American workforce will prove itself up to the challenge. I'm going to say we need to stop outsourcing jobs because for some reason bad. That's it for the Cold Cut Repertoire. It's been great having you. Call me! I can alienate space, and this is not when I need late. Let's hope my interview in Wyoming goes better. On the O'Malley Scenario. Good evening, I'm Bill O'Malley. Tonight, what can patriots here do to fight for freedom at home? And what can a presidential hopeful learn from me in under 10 minutes? Stay tuned to the scenario to find out. A lot of Hollywood celebrities are just pinheads. They have used their fame by trying to shove down the throats of regular folks their elitist agendas. What do you think about this? Once I take over, I'll have them shot. They annoy me. I wish that these people would just shut up and sing. I mean, just because someone is a good actor doesn't make them an authority on politics or put them in. They have every right to speak out, and we have every right to laugh at them or ignore them. I'm gonna go with this one. Okay. The response: we are getting shocked at the pump. The big oil companies are taking us to the cleaners. As president, what would you do about this? We could raise fuel efficiency standards to conserve our use of oil. I put more funding into alternative fuels. Or I'll let the market figure it out. It's not the government's job to do that. We need to raise the fuel efficiency standards to conserve our use of oil, and that is a good answer. That's all for the O'Malley scenario. Thanks for indulging in the rhetoric of freedom. I'm Bill O'Malley. Good night. I can't wait to see what that interview did for me. He can impress his nation. Polls rise after the appearance on the O'Malley scenario. I'm going to end this turn and this video. Thank you for watching. This is Commander T5 saying, see you later.